Hey guys, welcome back to Amanda's Favorites. Thanks for joining me today. I am so glad that you guys have checked back in for this video because I'm so excited for this video. I found this company that is brand new, starting up. Well, I don't know that the company is, but making these books is brand new. You can find them on Amazon and you can find them on Instagram. That's where I found them. Pretty much the only social media that I do at this point is Instagram. If you want to find me there, I'm under Amanda's Favorites. I post there quite a bit, and I post there every time I have a new video up. So follow me there if you're interested. Okay, so this book is just simple. It's called To-Do List in a Book. And when I saw this on Instagram and they were asking for YouTubers that wanted to do reviews, the product is just launching. And I was so excited because if you have watched my 1, 2, 3 productivity tip video, you know that along with my planner, I rely very heavily on a daily to-do list, and I have a system that I do that with. And I will try to link that video below, but it is on my channel. It's called 1, 2, 3 productivity tip. I like to make my to-do list for the day. Once I look at my planner, going 1, 2, 3. And then I skip a line, and then another 1, 2, 3, and then I skip a line and another 1, 2, 3. And it kind of just makes me divide up my priorities. I do not move on to the next 3 unless the first 3 are done. So I really try to prioritize what has to get done. And I know anything past the first group of 3 may not get done, but that's okay. That's how I do mine. And I'm actually working on a video of a whole bunch of different ways to do your daily running to-do list of tasks because that really interests me. So this book really interests me. I love that it's made in the USA. It comes in many colors. This is the white one with the black. They sent me 3 to review, and I'm excited. So I already started using it because I really wanted to report to you guys on how it is working. This is their rose gold one. So to me, it looks just more pink mauve. So I think their color description is a little off because to me in my lighting, it looks pink or mauve to me. It does not look rose gold, but I like the color. And this is called gold. But to me, it doesn't look gold at all. It looks khaki. So just so you know, if you're ordering this, it looks a lot more like gold online in their pictures. But this was supposedly the gold, and this was the rose gold. And that was the white. I love the white, probably the best out of these 3 colors. And then the pink, which is called the rose gold. Okay, so let's get into what this book is. First, I'll show you the one that I haven't torn into. So this one is brand new. It is bound like a bound paper book. And they give you a spot for your name in case you lose it. And then they give you 5 tips to help you with your to-do list and your mindset. They say prepare, clarify, progress, have patience, and focus. We might go through all those at the end depending on how long this video is. So if you want me to read all those, check back in at the end. I just don't want to maybe bore those people who don't want to hear those. Here is what every single day's to-do list looks like. It's on the back of the page and on the front of the page. You have your number 1, your must-do today, your 1 high priority task. And they give you a big box to write it in. And I like that because you know how I am kind of like a messy scribbler. And so I just like that plenty of room, and they have a big check-off box. Okay, your number 2 tasks are 2 medium priority tasks. Your should do today. And your number 3 is your could do today. List 3 low priority tasks. I really like the way this is organized because it's very similar to my to-do list. A lot of times I organize my weekly to-do list in must-dos and could-dos. And so when I got this was very similar to me. Okay, so even though it's not the exact same way I do my list, it's very similar. So I definitely made that work for me. I like how they have a place for the date up here. I like how the boxes are big. And I like how it's simple and it doesn't try to fit too much on one page. Because many days I have found with this, I will actually use 2 pages per day. And that's fine because I start with what I think I can do. And if I get it all done, then I get to move on from there to start a whole nother page and a whole nother list of tasks. Okay, so I would say this is a great product, and I'm going to show you how I've used it. The one thing that is limiting with this product is when you're writing on the back of your page, it's not easy to write at the beginning of the book, probably not even in the middle of the book. You really have to massage it a lot to get it to stay open. So this is not an easy open spine. You're going to have to work that baby. And so it's supposed to be a list that's out and open, but a book doesn't really lend itself to that, this type of book. So on the back page, it's really hard to write. There's like nothing under your hand and it's dipping down, and I'm not going to leave this much space open on my whole day when I'm only having one list that I'm working on at the time. And so if I do it this way on the back of this page, well, it won't stay open, of course. And so the only part that's good for me is just the front of every page, really. So in order to utilize the back of the page, let me show you what I've been doing. So this is the book I've been working out of. I've actually just torn out every page when I need to use the back. So what I'll do, like this is my to-do list from today, and I'm about to rewrite a new one because it's gotten this messy. This is just me and real life. Also notes that I've taken down from people on the phone, orders I need to do. This was just right next to me. So this was my day before. Once I used this day up, and I find that if I write in a color on these pages, it stands out to me in these boxes. That's why I'm using red. So I just tore it out. It tears out easily, and then I just use the back. So I just had this next to me, and when the back's used up, then I use the front of the next page, and when I need to use the back of the next page, I tear it out and flip it over, because there's just no easy way for me to use the back of the next page. Sure, you can do that, but like I said, I don't want to have this much room open next to me at my desk or my table when I'm only working off one to-do list. And it's also pretty hard to write going concaved in to the book. So that is my only qualm with this book. For the price of it and how many to-do lists you get, let's see, how many do you get? You get quite a few. Quite a few. Let's see. You get 183 to-do lists in this book. That's a lot, right? That is a lot. 183. So 2 books would cover you for a year. Possibly not if you're using 2 every day like me. And then at the end, they have notes, schedule, other. I do like how they have these note pages at the end, because if you're on the phone with someone, if you get an idea, if you need to jot information down, and like this is the book you have with you in your car, like you're running errands that day and you have your list to go on, you have somewhere to take notes. It says new ideas, inspiration, goals, appointments, contacts, observations, etc. So I really like how they put the note pages back here. I think that was very smart. And then if found, please contact, but they do have a place for your name in the front. So that is really it. It has a slick cover. It's a very nice looking book. The look of the cover, it's very nice looking. It's a good size. It feels good in your hand. It's lightweight. It's easy to transport. Like I said, my only problem is the back of the page use. And for me to make it comfortable, I just tear it out. I am not going to go into all my to-do list ideas, because seriously, me and my sister, Molly Elmer at Stream and Freedom, are kind of obsessed with to-do lists, and we have our own idea someday, which will probably never get made or manufactured. But we have our own idea of our to-do list type of system to sell. So I'm not going to go into our ideas on here and give all those away at this point. Okay, let's go through the top 5 tips. And if you don't want to go through these tips, then that's fine. You can check out now. You've already seen the whole book. Okay, prepare. To plan your day, we recommend filling out your to-do list the night before. I do that a lot, but I mean, I'll admit sometimes I don't do it till the morning of. You know, whatever works with you and your planning method and your schedule, I say do. course, my day does always seem a tad bit more organized when I do it the night before, but sometimes things pop up in the morning. And honestly, seriously, with kids, I just sometimes in church and friends who might need you and family in town, and like if I write my to-do list out the night before, there's a very high possibility that the whole thing could change priority wise with some event that comes up. So I don't always do it the night before. Okay, 2, clarify. It's a good idea to start each task on your to-do list with a verb. Be precise. This will help identify action steps needed to complete each specific task. I'll admit, I do not start all my to-do list items with a verb. That is a great suggestion. I like how they give you this one-page of suggestions. It's just not something I do. Okay, progress, number 3. Remember, baby steps count. Progress is more important than perfection. It's okay to break down big tasks into something smaller and more manageable. And I completely agree with that. I am all one about slow and steady wins the race. I always think of the tortoise and the hare because literally I can be going all day long and I still might not finish even this to-do list because other things pop up or I get distracted. I mean, it happens to everyone. So even though cleaning the bathroom might not be on my list, I'm just in there getting ready and I'm thinking, you know what, this cannot wait one more day. I can fit it in today and I just have to clean it today. And so different things like that always happen. Or you switch up what you're having for dinner or you didn't have the ingredient for what you were gonna make. I mean, I just always say slow and steady wins the race. I am not a perfectionist and I'm actually glad about that because so they're saying break down your big tasks into something smaller, which is great. Let's say you have one big task for the day, but it's going to take several steps and it's pretty much going to take all your extra time that day. I think it's fine to write that big task here. I think it's a great idea. And then write the small steps out here and you can cross them out as you get them all done. And then by the end, you'll be done with the big task. Okay, patience. Sometimes it takes discipline, hard work, consistent effort, and relentless action to succeed at a task or a goal. Success doesn't happen overnight. There will be setbacks. Learn from them. Be resilient and keep going. That applies to everything in life. It's good advice. I don't necessarily think, I need it to push on in my to-do list, but some people might. Okay, focus. Be fully committed to achieve anything you want. Shut out distractions and pay attention to your priorities. Life is short, have fun, but most importantly, do what matters most. And I agree with that. In every season of my life, that's what I try to have at the forefront of my thinking. Do what matters the most. Because every season of your life, what matters the most in that season of your life is going to change. It has for me. As my life changes, as my children grow, as I change and get older, what matters the most to me at that time in my life changes, and I have to keep that as a priority and then move on from there and look how my day is scheduled for that time in my life. Okay, so that is my full review on to-do lists in a book. I do think that by naming this to-do list in a book, me and my sister both thought they really limited themselves. Although I guess they can make other products. I don't know how their company's going to work, but they're saying their to-do list is always going to be in a book form is what we're thinking. So who knows what will come out of this. There's a lot of to-do lists out there, different ones. I really, truly do like the way this one is organized. It's similar to my 1, 2, 3 productivity video of how I do my daily to-dos. So I'm definitely going to keep working from this, and I'm definitely going to keep using it right now. And I'm going to see if I like this system better than, what I had going. I've only been using this for a few days, probably like 4 or 5 days. So I can't tell you yet if I would choose this over my 1, 2, 3 productivity, the way I do my daily to-do list. But it is a really cute and catchy product. It would also be a really good gift for a teacher or for anyone who is into planning and stationery, that type of thing. I think it'd be a really good gift. Because it's not very expensive and you can get on Amazon, and it's something just nice to throw in with like a favorite pen. So I love that idea. Of course, I would always be up for getting a gift like that. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. Go check out To-Do List in a Book if you're interested in it. I will link them below in my description box. We will see you next time. Go have a productive day.